Good day everyone, we are the Group 6. In this video, we will present or discuss with my co-reporter Angel Vince Jubel Palma the introduction to African history, cultures, traditions, and beliefs, and the literary work The Leopard that will be tackled later on. Without further ado, let's proceed. Learning objectives. In the end of this discussion or lessons, the students will deepen their knowledge and expertise through exploration of African history, cultures, traditions, and beliefs. Explore the rich diversity of African people and develop critical thinking skills to assess literary works. The Leopard. Africa is the world's second largest continent in area next to Asia, and the third largest in population after Asia and Europe. Africa has a regular coastline and is essentially a vast plateau with the Sahara to the north and the Kalahari Desert to the south. Central portion is tropical and equatorial in climate. Historically, Africa is called the Dark Continent, not because of the complexion of the original inhabitants, but because most people know very little about it. Africa is not a dark continent. It is a land flushing and sunshine, with sunshine and vivid light. It is the last of the continents to feel the influence of Western civilization. Therefore, many people consider it a background continent. Archaeologists are now becoming increasingly sure that the first man appeared in Africa a million years ago. Famous people in Africa. Nelson Mandela. After being released from jail from 27 years, became the first democratically elected president of South Africa. He founded the military wing of the African National Congress, which was involved to sabotaging government installations. He demonstrated courage, patience, and determination to free his nation from the shackles of apartheid. Other famous people in Africa is Bishop Desmond Tutu, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1984 and the Gaudi Peace Prize in 2005, is a world-renowned religious leader who has fought diligently against apartheid, xenophobic violence in South Africa, and other violence against human beings, both black and white. He also served many high posts, including General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches, Dean of St. Mary's Cathedral in Johannesburg, and Bishop of Lesotho. Next is Shaka. Was a famous African Zulu king and warrior. He was a military genius, training his warriors in special military tactics in the use of modern weapons. Under his rule, the Zulu people became a powerful nation. Next is Kofi Annan. Was the 7th Secretary General of the United Nations for 10 years and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2001. He influenced world politics in a positive manner and worked diligently at resolving conflicts between nations in peace manner. Lastly, but not the least, Wangari Maathai was a famous environmentalist from Kenya and founder of the Green Belt movement. She was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. Historical places in Africa. One of the historical places in Africa is the Castle of Good Hope. South Africa's oldest surviving colonial building was built by the Dutch East India Company as a replenishment station for their ships journeying from Europe to the east on trading expeditions. The pastel-painted buildings constructed of stone are now home to the Castle Military Museum and the William Fair Collection. Next is the Robben Island Prison. It's a symbol of hope for all South Africans. Once a symbol of oppression, it is now a cultural and conversation showcase for the new South African democracy, an international icon of the triumph of good over evil, declared a World Heritage Site in 1999 and housing a world-class museum. It is here where Nelson Mandela and other anti-apartheid activists are incarcerated. Next is the Groot Constantia wine lines. Is South Africa's oldest wine estate. Has consistently produced top-quality wines over the centuries, which visitors can taste at the estate. Next is the Bo-Kaap or Bo-Kaap Museum. Showcases South Africa's Islamic heritage in the cheerful Bo-Kaap neighborhood of multicolored houses established centuries back by freed slaves who hailed from Southeast Asia and practiced the Muslim faith. The last but not the least historical places in Africa is Tallbugs in Tyres Church Street. Has been declared a heritage site and features lovingly restored maintained Cape Dutch buildings straight out of the 18th century. Significant events in South Africa. One of these is the Dutch Cape Colony. It was the first European settlement in South Africa, established by the Dutch in 1652 for the purpose of resupplying ships as they sailed around the southern tip of Africa. The Cape Colony created a racially segregated society dependent on African labor. Next is the British Cape Colony and Great Wreck. Great Britain captured the Cape Colony from Dutch in 1806, began to impose English law on the Afrikaners. 1 year later, the British outlawed the trading of enslaved native Africans, causing a great resentment among Afrikaners. Many Afrikaners attempted to escape British colonial control by traveling to interior of the country to preserve the 17th century Dutch. The Afrikaner migration became known as the Great Wreck. Next is the British Cape Colony and Great Wreck. Great Britain captured the Cape Colony from Dutch in 1806, began to impose English law on the Afrikaners. 1 year later, the British outlawed the trading of enslaved native Africans, causing a great resentment among Afrikaners. Many Afrikaners attempted to escape British colonial control by traveling to interior of the country to preserve the 17th century Dutch. The Afrikaner migration became known as the Great Wreck. Next is the African Wars. The Great Wreck brought Afrikaners into conflict with African kingdoms, which viewed the arrival of the white settlers as an invasion. For the Afrikaners, the Battle of Blood River symbolized their position. They were surrounded on all sides by the hostile enemies, fighting to maintain their culture. Next is the mining of gold and diamonds. The discovery of gold and diamonds changed life dramatically for blacks. The policy of segregating blacks and whites took on strict new forms in the face of rapid industrialization. The British forced blacks to live mineral-rich rich land and moved to reserves areas and that the British deemed of little value, where blacks would have no access to the gold and diamond wealth, but could be used as workers in the white-owned mines. The last but not the least significant events in South Africa, the Union of South Africa. The British granted independence to South Africa in 1910 after an international outcry over their treatment of Afrikaners during the war and assurance the British industries would be protected. In 1948, Daniel Malan's National Party won the South African election and immediately began the policy of apartheidness, a system that legalized African restrict control over blacks. African culture, there is a political or racial split between North Africa and Sahara Africa, which in turn was divided into a great number of ethnic cultures. Historically, Africa is home to innumerable tribes, ethnic and social groups, and also are greatly diverse in beliefs. Africa has a rich tradition of arts, crafts. African arts and crafts find expression in a variety of wood carvings, brass and leather artworks. It includes sculpture, paintings, pottery, ceremonial and religious headgear and dress. African culture has always placed emphasis on personal appearance, and jewelry has remained an important personal accessory. Masks are used in various ceremonies depicting ancestors and spirits, mythological characters, and deities. In most of traditional art and craft of Africa, certain themes significant to African culture recur, including a couple, a woman with a child, a male with a weapon or animal, an outsider or a stranger. Couples may represent ancestors, community founder, married couple, or twins. The mother with the child or children reveals intense desire of the African woman to have children. The man with the weapon or animal theme symbolizes honor and power. A stranger may be from some other tribe or someone from a different country. A more distorted portrayal of the stranger indicates proportionately greatly gap from the stranger. African literature refers to oral and written literary pieces produced on African continent. The oral literature of Africa may be in prose or in poetry. Also, the home of literary masters, writers who have been witnesses of history, articulated the call for change, and were recognized as Literary Prize for Literature in 1986. Chinua Achebe, Christina Ama, Ate Aido, Gladys Cassie Hayford, Aimee Césaire, Isaac Dinesen, Nadine Gordimer, Doris Lessing, Wat Yongko, and Naguib Mahfouz are among those who have defined the literary standards of African literature. African tradition in clothes or in clothing, weavers make narrow strips of cloth from silk which are called kente strips and were sewn together into large clothes which people wear on special occasions. Women's traditional clothes in Ethiopia are made from cloth called shema and used to make habisha, kemes. It is basically cotton cloth woven in long long strips which are then sewn together. The front piece is called the omocha, and is usually made of springbok of animal hide twisted to different bands which cover the genitals. The rare piece called the ebhishu is made of jingle piece of springbok or cattle hide, and its length is usually used as an indicator of age and social position. Next is music and dance. Music and dance in Africa are mix of traditional and modern, which are observed during birth and marriage celebrations. Traditional dancers often wear masks made from wood or animal skins. Masks can be in the form of person or animal or a mixture of both. Next is cuisine or food. The African cuisine is a combination of traditional foods or vegetable, milk, and meat products. African customs, lobola. One traditional custom in Africa where the groom pays the father of the bride in order to compensate for the loss of the man's daughter was paid in cattle, a valued commodity in many African cultures, but today many modern couples pay it in cash. Next is wedding rites. The wedding is held at night when the moon is full, but in some belief of Africans says that if the moon is not bright enough during their wedding, they believe that it is bad luck, I think, or unlucky for the newlywed couple. A man can have as many wives as he can afford, and the wives share the responsibilities of the daily chores. The practice of polygamy brings more families together and deepens the interest of the welfare in others. Customs in the rite of passage, circumcision. The rite of passage is controversial in Africa custom that varies from tribe to tribe. Circumcision, which usually performed on male, is the some cultures perform on females as well. The African customs of tribal circumcision has often caused mutilation and even death. The victim of seldom seeks medical care from a hospital because they often abandoned by their family and their tribe. For doing so, it is believed that complications arising from circumcision are the victim's fault. They are perceived as punishment for having done something wrong or being too weak to be a man. And that's all for the discussion, and let's proceed for the literary works that will be discussed by Miss Angel Benz Jubal Palma in the next video.